Hey guys, with a quick Prometheus 3D movie review. So today I'll just be talking about what I thought of the movie, give you a rough idea of what it's about and stuff. So first of all, here's my ticket quick. I went to go see it last night, Wednesday the 6th of June 2012, 7:30. So this is the very first session time in Australia. Well, the movie doesn't actually come out to the 7th, which is today, because I'm filming it on the 7th. But I got a special screening. It was the only one playing in Australia. I looked on every single website, like cinema website in Australia. Nowhere else is playing it to the 7th except one cinema, which is like about an hour and a half from where I live. So I went there and I saw the 3D session time of it, and it was absolutely fucking amazing. You have to see this film if you haven't seen it yet. I know that the United Kingdom and America and all that, they already had it like pre 2 weeks in advance already, but Australia's only just gotten it. And let me just say for the record, this is probably Ridley Scott's best film since Alien, no joke. I wasn't a big fan of some of his films like Robin Hood. I wasn't too keen on. It wasn't that great of a film. I mean, I love most of his films. I love Gladiator. I love Alien. I love most of his films that he has done. But this film overall is fantastic. Great visual effects, great music. I love the song that they used in the trailer. I love the cast. I liked the lighting. They should have won an award for lighting. They had magnificent lighting in this movie, especially on the ship right at the end, with that greeny, bluey, palish sort of lights that were around the ship. Well, not around the ship, but inside the ship. That was amazing, the lighting. They should win an award or an Oscar for lighting. That was fantastic, the lighting. So the storyline was that Dr. Elizabeth Shaw, and her boyfriend, well, companion, they don't show you straight away that they're sort of together, not together, but in a relationship. But yeah, they go out to Scotland and they find these drawings out in a cave, and it's almost identical to other drawings that they found in caves all around the world. And they get back to their base and they join them all up, and ends up being a star map, but really it's an invitation. So they go out there to where the origin points to, and ends up being a planet, and they find out that that planet is where the human race was created, and on there is some sort of living form that created the human race, and they want answers. So they're going out there to get answers of how the human race started. And I'm not going to give any spoilers of what happens. All I'm going to say is like a few brief things that you would have seen in the trailers, nothing more. Especially near the ending, I loved where you saw her running in the field and the big ship was coming after her. That was amazing. That is fantastic in 3D. You have to see it just for that scene. The dirt and everything looked like it was coming right at you, no joke. They picked the right cast for this, Naomi Ray Pace. She did a fantastic job in this. What's his name who played David's character? He didn't suit the character. He didn't really suit the character as an actor. I didn't really like what's her name. She played. They called her Mother. I forgot her name in this. She was blonde. She was the commander or whatever. I forgot her name. If you remember her name, just put her name down below in the comments. I cannot remember her name. She was a total bitch though. No joke. In this movie, she was a bitch. And when there was a lot of good scenes, the first probably 20 minutes or so was a bit boring. I'm not boring, but it was a bit slow. There were bits in there that they didn't need to add, and it always seems the way with Ridley Scott. There's always about 20-25 minutes of footage that doesn't need to be in there. It's just like extras that he wants to put in there so it can go longer. And I don't know why, because like when Idris Elba was decorating the tree, what the fuck? You don't need to put that in there. What has that got to do with the movie? That's pretty much what the storyline was. They go out there and try and find how the human race started. I must say though, you don't get to see the aliens. you only get to see probably 5 seconds of an alien. So yeah, most of the acting in here was brilliant. It's just David, the guy who played him, didn't really suit the part and stuff. And also what really pissed me off was how modern things looked in this film. This film was supposed to be set 4 years before the first Alien took place, and all this stuff looked too modern. Like, if you look in the old one, it was all old computers, all old equipment. There were no flamethrowers or touchscreen computers or cars or anything. But in this one, they had all new updated technology like touchscreen computers, flamethrowers, modern guns. The ship even looked new and modern. That wasn't the original ship. I mean, it's supposed to be set 4 years before the original one, before Sigourney Weaver came into it, which was one of the only things that really pissed me off in this film, was how modern everything looked. One other thing that really did piss me off was David's character, of course. I don't think his character was written very well. I think they could have done without that character. But I mean, his character did have some bits where it did need to be in there. But out of all, they could have cut his things smaller, like his character smaller. He didn't really need to be in every single scene. As I said, there was bits in there that didn't really need to be in this movie. I'm not saying it went for too long. Ran for too long. I mean, the movie went for not too long. It's just that some of the scenes didn't need to be in there. I mean, they could have replaced them with more answers. I mean, this movie gave a lot of answers to the questions you had from the original Alien series. But then it started new questions. I mean, like, what is that black shit that runs out of those cylinders? Like, what the fuck is it made of? How does it make things? What the fuck does it do? How does it work? You know? That was one of the things they didn't explain. I was wondering through the whole movie, how does that black stuff come about? Did someone create that? What happened? But it did explain a lot of things throughout the movie. A few people walked out right near the end, like it went boom, and then the screen went black, and then a whole bunch of people walked out, and then it had another scene, which was really important, which you need to stay for, because it does have another answer for the Alien series. So I do suggest you stay just the extra few seconds after the screen goes black. The starting, first probably minute and a half was a bit confusing. I was like, okay, why did he just do that? But then it made sense. I must say the visual effects from this were amazing. They spent about $120 to $130 million making the film. That was their budget, and film hasn't been open for too long. It's been open for about a week worldwide in some countries. Like, that's the longest it's been open in any country. And it's already gotten up to $40 million, sorry, not billion. So $40 million. So I reckon this is going to be a big blockbuster. A lot of people that I've been talking to say it looks either really, really weird, or they don't want to go and see it, but not a lot of people also who do really want to go and see it. And there's a group of about 25 of us who did go and see it, and we all really loved it. And so yeah, I'm going to give this film 10 out of 10. I know I always rate my films high, like 8s, 9s and stuff, but this film is worth a 10. And I'm going to start rating my films what they are worth. Sometimes I'll rate a film 8 or 9, and that's not what it's really worth. It's really only pretty worth a 4 or a 5. So this one is worth a 10. Check it out. You really need to see this film. Even if the ads don't look appealing to you, you will like this film. If you don't like horror movies, sci-fi movies, thriller movies, doesn't matter. Just go and see it. Just go and see this film. You're going to love it. You're going to get into horror movies and stuff after you see this. It's not scary. I can tell you that right now. It is not scary. There was a really good scene in here. I'm not going to do a spoiler, but there was a really good scene in here. Do you know in the trailer where you saw her walking around a corner, she looked like she was limping a bit, she had a bit of blood in her. That scene, fucking awesome. That's just worth going to see it for. What she does to herself. Naomi Rapace, what she does to herself. That is awesome. But overall, this film is fucking fantastic, and you have to see it. You have to. It's a must-see film. This is the best. I'm going to say this is the best film of the decade. I'm going to say best film of the decade. Yeah, I said it, best film of the decade. And I know I'm going to get a lot of negativity saying, it's not the best film of the decade. But I think it is. I think it's the best film of the decade. No joke. It's the best Ridley Scott film. And yeah, this is just a really fucking fantastic film. Great acting, great soundtrack, great visual effects. And yeah, I can't say anything more because this video is going to go for way too long. It's already on 10 minutes. But thank you so much for watching this movie review. And I think I'm going to start slowing down on how many movies I go to see at the cinema because I've got a lot of movie reviews up at the moment. I've got some like 15 or 16 up at the moment. I've only been like, my channel's only been open for like not even a month and a half, 2 months. So I'm going to slow down. But my next one will be on Rock of Ages. My next movie review will be on Rock of Ages, which will be next 2 weeks or so. I would say about give me 2.5 weeks to go and see it, and I'll give you a review of what I think of it. So thank you a lot for watching, and I hope to see you on my next review. Bye.